turn on the CD player, put this Pink Floyd in, and kind of show on how I package DVDs, CDs, and why I do things just a tad different. And we don't need well, I do have this Pink Floyd, that Pink Floyd, and that Pink Floyd. These are all like covers. So that is what we're going to listen to then. They're not even in there. This Electric Blue one is really good. Electronic Tribute. Well, I will have to let him know. Okay. I mean, I should have checked, but I mean, I like going to the guy's estate sales, but at that one there was more room there, but where the little media section he had the stuff at was kind of tucked in a corner. Either way, it wasn't like all the way on the back of the wall, and there were like 6-7 people all trying to get in there, and no. So I was like, get the stuff putting on a pile, and I went elsewhere, and I just put stuff on either way. So I don't have that CD. Got a free now. All right. Open, close. All right, disc 2. And yes, this live stream will not be monetized, which I don't care about. So if Ramsey happens to come in here, I saw a comment come through. I see a couple, but if Ramsey, hold on, let me bring it up to where I can see the comments. Yeah, you can play Ramsey. So if you're watching, or if you see this at any point, you can play music. It's just going to get demonetized. I have to grab my tablet so I can see that, because I have to have this open. No, hold on a minute. Carol. Carloco. I love that fight. Oh. Yeah, it was, can you hear me? I mean, the music hasn't barely even started yet. But if you can hear me, good. So I'm just going to kind of show on how I package stuff up. There's not going to be a whole lot of talking. But I have to kind of close this down. Welcome to the machine. You probably can't read that. And there's this one on here. His name's like, my wife and I looked it up. Maybe it's on the other one. I don't remember. Well, let me get my tablet so I can see comments. I have been not really like super busy, but I don't do YouTube to maximize money. I do it to help people, inform people. So if I don't make a sourcing video, like I just said, my What's Sold video should have posted by now. I finished that and started this. And then I'm just going to show different ways on how I package stuff. But can you at least hear me speaking? Okay. Man, my hair looks nasty. Oh, sure, last night. I mean, because that, what I was tearing apart yesterday was filthy. Filthy nasty. And watch the very end of my What Sold video today, and you'll kind of see my death pile. Ramsey over at I Found You to Flip, I wrote something like, dude, I don't run a death pile. He's like, you don't have anything like that? I have this stuff right, that's it. But I just didn't do books for a little while. I just, time. It's easier for me to get a whole bunch of CDs and DVDs, get those pictured, get them listed, and get back out. Books take more time. Let's bring this up. I want to make sure that the microphone is facing the speakers. So, and your angle, it's just here, and then going this way is the TV. Oh no, you can see the Sony speaker. And then one of the bows is on the right of the TV. Another one is right back here on this window. And then my cat, Rocket. All right. That's not a picture of her. It's just a blanket we happen to find. All right, so it is 11 o'clock sometime. Oh, no, it's Monday. He's usually here a little later. By 1 o'clock, he's usually here. So I got to get... It won't take me long to do all these. All right, so I have these envelopes here. I get from Supply Hut, whatever size they are. Just gives the case size. 8.5 by 6.5, right? So these hold DVDs and CDs. Doesn't matter which way. Put them like that. Now I got stuff all over where I usually don't. All right, so this weighs 6 ounces. And another thing I was discussing on Facebook, that someone, like one person, he just wants to try to, glad I don't know where he's at. I would have done. So this comes up as 6.7 ounces. So a lot of times a lot of people are like, just round up, just round up. I'm going to say this real simply for anyone who understands this. 6.7 is not 7. 18 years old in 365 days or 364 days is not 19. 6 foot 4.2 inches is not 6 foot 5 inches. 6.7 ounces is not 7 ounces. Don't round up. You need to round up. A number is not what it is not. And I explained that, and people are like, it's like, dude, I've never fucking been deep. Ever. For using that. And on top of that, the new USPS update price change applies to basically anything but media mail, because media mail is only based on weight. It has nothing to, you can have something the size of a whole freaking sedan. If it weighs 1 pound, it's $4.47 to ship. This is where the Dunning-Kruger of these people comes in, and then the spread of misinformation. 6.7 ounces is not 7 ounces. Is it? Tell me. Anyone, tell me. Is 6.7 the same as 7? Someone, tell me. No, it's not. And then you get these other channels I have, or Facebook pages, or whichever, that have these massive following, and then they give that information. Like, oh, you have to write 6.7. You have to make it 7. No, you don't, because it's not 7. Is 121 miles an hour the same as 122? No. Well, but 121 and a half is the same. It's just, anyhow, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. If you're slower, You do, but for me, wise and a lot of physical media sellers, I don't care what I'm getting. I'm going to get stuff. And other people, they want to make sure that they can find that $41 thing, and they're going to end up with a broken nose because they wanted it. Because there's bigger people that are like, get out of my way. Mind personal space. You have no idea what other people have been. And I'm not saying I've been through something like really harsh. I don't want people by me. But you have no idea. You don't know if somebody to the right of you who's 5'10" is a 35-year veteran black belt who's just completely mental, and now you're the last straw, and he just snaps you in half. That person who got in another person's way, they did that to themselves. That's my thought. That's not how the law sees it. But well, there are such things as called instigatory actions, meaning you did things to instigate somebody to have them do something to you. Way off topic. 6.7 ounces. All right, so you're not going to see any of the addresses. No, you cannot. Yeah, on the library sales. That is true. So I am stuck on what one's library-wise I get. I mean, I have a first edition Robert Heinlein, Stranger in a Strange Land. Non-library, it's about $300. Library book, library sticker one, it still hasn't sold, and it's like $70. But some, yes, even with the stickers, will sell really, really well. And some were only library presses, library printings, only meant for the library. I can't do that monk chanting. All right, so for media mail, I don't have to send it. This is $27. The odds of this going to get somewhere that's not going to be, it's going to end up damaged or it's just not going to get there are so slim. A lot of other people go on the social media sites like, oh, USPS, they lose everything. You have to insure everything, blah, blah, blah. No, I refunded somebody $12 like a month ago for something they didn't get. Out of the thousands and thousands of things I sell, 2 a year, I have to just completely refund. When it gets to $550+, yeah, I will pick the insurance. All right, so this is just going to go media mail. So I scroll down here. I go to media mail, click media mail. There's my label. But it just... it's just, there's all kinds of other things. It's just like why do people, say those things like, you should, and then it turns into a game of telephone. No, the very good. No, I do not. I did. We've been up here 6 years. So I did in like 2017, 2018, 2019 for a couple years. And I sold, and I did VHS, and I had a couple like higher end $300, $400, $500 VHS. A handful of those ones sold, and they all went to California. Now, I wasn't thinking about it when it sold then and there, but they all went out to California, and 2 seconds after it shows delivered, not as described, blah, 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 on all of them, like $1,000. It was a little more than $1,000 of VHS. It's like, what the fuck? And so Amazon, I got 3 dings right there. Boom, my account got shut down instantly. You can't appeal. You can't. Don't even bother. If you get dinged on, just fuck you. And that's when the fees were way less than what they are now. Way less. So I did my own little math and research and typing and stuff. So the addresses where they went, different places in California. So I go onto the county auditor's site and I find that address and I find the name. Then I find that name and I type that name in the county auditor. And that person has a handful of other different locations. So then I use Google Maps. And I go in there, and they're all media stores, all record stores, VHS, places like that, collector stores where people sell. That guy came into Amazon, dinged all all of those orders, kept them so he could get refunded and I get screwed. Fuck Amazon. Oh no, this is what happened. I have the evidence. Amazon rep. Fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. That's no evidence. No, never, ever again, ever. Yeah, and so that's what happened. Somebody came in, got those, said all of them didn't work. I mean, each one is a different account. It went to different places. And I didn't really think of it by any means until I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. How can I be selling for 4 years and have zero? Well, I'll probably have 1 or 2 complaints. How? How is it? And then I went on the county auditor, Google Maps, and all this other stuff. Nope, never again. Ever. I will buy a few things from there every once in a while, but no. Everyone's all up in arms like, dude, you work 60 hours a week to make $2. No. With all the fees and they throw it away, you don't get compensated for it. No. It's legal embezzlement. Because they get to keep. I'm not gonna get all that. Gotta get this stuff here. But yeah. I sold on there for quite a few years. And I got screwed hard one time. That was it. And when I talked to other Amazon booksellers primarily, they're like, yeah, it's to a point where it's not even worth it anymore because, you know, you're at a 60 to 70% total cost to sell on there. Total, in between everything. Refunds, this, that. Oh, but it's so easy. No, it's not easy, man. You're doing more work. Yeah, I got to do this. Yeah, pictures, but I've been with eBay for way too fucking long. And it's just a lot easier. So I don't know. I'm going to guess your last comment is like the stuff that you're doing on eBay, making it like, oh, it's eBay. It's not as good as Amazon, but you've got seller protections. They're way better with that stuff now. A lot of other aspects, like there's a lot of Amazon sellers are actually coming over to eBay. They still think that, you know, you could just use a image coming soon. You could just use a stock image, which is fine. And then they complain like, why are the ones still selling? Because you don't fucking have a picture of the item. That's like the number one thing of eBay's unsung rules. Well, you have to have a picture. But the stock one, video coming soon. And you can usually tell because it's usually the Amazon little smiley thing. Oh, you're all over the place. Yeah, cross-listing. Well, as far as I know, you started not too long ago, right? Reselling. So cross-listing is a great way to go. And if you're in all different types of categories, eventually you'll kind of settle down. Like all the dust will settle, and you're like, oh, I want to sell physical media on just eBay. But if you get all kinds of stuff, different platforms are great for different things. I do enough in sales a year on just eBay. I don't even want to have an Amazon headache ever again. So let's get to this. Money. So this is 3.5 ounces. It is not 4 ounces. It's 3 ounces. -3. If it's 15 and a half inches, 15 and a half inches is not 16. It says right here, please make sure you enter the correct, that's the first thing, the correct package size and dimensions to avoid additional surcharges for your chosen carrier. The correct, i.e. enter 14 when it weighs 13.2. That's not, 14 is not the correct. If it's 13.2, that's 14 is thus not correct. On top of that, I've never been dinged. I've been charged, like a DVD that was 8 ounces. Somehow another USPS finds it to be 8 pounds. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking DVD. No. So every once in a while, rarely does that happen. I'm getting way off topic from all this. All right. So I'm going to protect that a little. I hope you can hear the music because I have to talk louder. If that one came through, then oh well. Yeah, I've had some people comment on videos if I use any AI descriptions or anything. Call me old school, I guess. No, I mean my descriptions are pretty easy. My description listing is what's in the title. Every once in a while, it'll be something a little. I'll add a couple words or a little detail in it, but. So what I do, those get slid in there like that. This is extra padding that I can use on any, for any of these items that I can do this to. It's tucked in there like that, and it's not like, oh man, you're burning 8 seconds each and every time when you do that. You're gonna fail in life. No, man, I have the time to do it, and it makes sense to do it. It's the same thing as, oh, well, yeah, you've got 2 motions to make for your seatbelt. Your whole life is ruined now because you spend that extra second doing that extra motion for that seatbelt. No, it's all. Some people I'm befuddled. My wife is back for some reason. So I chose to do this because I figured that she'd be gone all day, or most of the day. 4 ounces, 4.4 ounces. 4.4 is 4 ounces. It's not 5, because if it was 5 ounces, it'd be 5 ounces. When? Oh. I'm streaming silly.
What? Oh. I brought home
Quick food.
taco cakes.
Yeah. So I figured do this, and then after I'm done with this, gotta get those books. I mean, I could have just not done this live, but there's plenty in here to do. 22 or 23 orders or whatever it is for a 2-day weekend. This time, I'll take it. Let's repeat this. 3.8 ounces is not 4 ounces. It is 3. I got coming up on this. So that's 4, we're going to 5. One of these days. And then comfortably numb. I mean, not like it's gonna matter. And the address, people's addresses is public. Well, most of them is public information. Most. Well, not really that public. You can go on the county auditor site, and you can type in an address or type in the person's name. You can find out what you need to. I don't know if this will get deemed because this is a a tribute rendition. So it's transformative. 3. 3.6. Makes it 3. Well, I mean, again, it's media mail, so it really doesn't matter anyhow. But I'm just saying, 3.6 ounces is not 4 ounces. I mean, we're not like we're kids. Well, how old are you? I'm 10 and a half. I'm 10 and a half now. Well, that almost makes the 11. That kid was like, no, it doesn't. He was smart. Oh, good. Okay, well, I can't see that, so I can do it like that then. And then I have other envelopes for cassettes, and this VHS, I'm going to grab a bigger envelope for. I almost thought it was a CD skip there for a second. $3.6. For Dolly Cotton. Working 9 to 1. Well, it's going to be a little later than 1 today. What?
Just your little song.
I even did my little song, my actual what's over here. Except for it's the same thing. I was like, working 9 to 5. I'm like, no, yeah, really, for the most part, I work like from 8:30 to maybe 1.
What's your count scrapping?
Yeah, I mean, if you count that, you know, that's
8 people.
yeah, but that's not my primary income.
It's your hustle.
Yeah, well, the hustle, the mainstream one. Yeah. 3. Yeah, all this lower end below like $40, it just goes media mail. If something needs, the value wise needs insured, or if it's going far and it needs insured, yeah, I'll do that. But if it's going from here to like one of these is going to West Virginia, if it was $50, I would still just send it media mail because it'll be there in like 2 days. Pretty unlikely, but the longer it has down the pipeline to go, the more scans it's got to go through, the more distance. Yeah, that's gonna most of the time that will get insurance. Well, just shipped first class, I should say. Or if it's cheaper for me to send it media mail and add the $1 of insurance on pirate ship, I will. If I have an $80 book, well, that'll get insured anyhow. And then for VHS, I'll use these 00 eBay envelopes. For a couple reasons. One, it's a little thicker plastic. The bubbles are more firm as opposed to the ones on here, which are kind of soft. And I can fold that right there and fold that so it protects that. That has a little bit. If I were to put it in one of these, there's this exposed part right here. So there's no like protection for that. Use your eBay coupon, get your supplies. Seven. The craft. And it's going to California. So that'd be one that's like, if it gets there and if it's broken, we're like, all right, here's your money. I'm not worried about, I'm not going to spend $1.30 more for something that's $15. I mean, I'll be out a little, but, you know, kind of thing of doing business. You make those decisions. If it was $80, yeah, it would go insured. $6.50. I do. But it was fun. I cannot put my finger on it now. The trees grow, the trees grow. Then when I get to the cassettes, I'll show how I do the cassettes. And this box of cassettes right there is $240. So I put them in there preliminary, kind of make sure they fit. They do. Then I just add this stuff right here, which I got this bubble wrap. This there's a stainless steel license plate cover that was in this. The stainless steel is 30 cents a pound, right? So it's scrap in the trash. I was like, great, I got that. I can use that. If I need to, I can make the box expand a little to make sure that it gets that bubble wrap around most of it. Yeah, usually all this stuff would already been done. It take for half an hour. It would take me to package all this. Potty, potty, da. Potty, potty. Potty, potty. I mean, it sounds like some sort of underground German dance club in 1992. Not that I spent many times in the German dance club in 1992, or any German dance club, or any club in 1992. But when you hear this techno beat, you're like, potty, potty. That's a bummer that Dark Side is not in the case. Oh well, because I also have I have this, the wall, different DVD, and it actually, and I'm going to use this as a background. Just put it over that bird. Well, poster. I had no idea when I got it that that's what it was. I just thought it was another program insert. And then later on, no, it'll probably have to be tomorrow for me to go live and put all the books away. It might be later on today, depending on how much I get done. Because I don't want to have like 2 big boxes of books on the dining room table. So, for example, this is $46 total. What they have in it. If I add the $4, almost $5 for the shipping, it's $50. It's 4.1 ounces, so 4 ounces. So it's probably $5 to ship. Yeah, so $5 to ship this with insurance at total for what they paid and my shipping label. It's going to be $50, over $50. So it's $5 to ship. This one I will insure. That price point is just about right. And for 60 cents more, 53 cents more, if anything happens, I'm not out the $50. The odds of it happening are like that, but as I want to say, it was Chris Rock, the movie called Down to Earth. I want to say it's Down to Earth. Was it Down to Earth? No, something about the his brain or something was put into like a congressman or something like that, but something about insurance and like the ghetto or whatever it was, and then he goes, what do they call it? Insurance. Insurance is basically in case shit happens. If shit doesn't happen, I want my money back. So if that gets delivered, I want my money, But no, it doesn't happen that way. And they will fight you tooth and nail for all that money too, that they made interest on. You give them money, it all goes in one big pool, and they make money on that interest. They make money interest from all that money that's in a big pool. And they're like, oh no, you're trying to make a $20 claim. It's going to cost you $15,000 in court to get that $20.
You using that red one?
This one?
Yeah.
No.
So I can take it up there.
You need a box?
No. Do I have the box? Yeah. I'm just taking it. Stop there and then. Okay.
All right. Smile from the blue. What you should say. Years ago. Honest trees. Honest the cool breeze. Cold comfort for change. Did you change? Walk on fun in the war. We rule every cage. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so here is all right. So this cassette is $27. Now I could just put it in that. Actually, I have to go back out there and get some more little paper ones. But instead of that, God damn it, daughter took my tape upstairs and didn't bring it back. She's got like 8 rolls of my tape up there. All right, so what I'm going to do with this, put that right about there. I'll pull that over for the most part. Push that down, tighten that up. Now that lip, this additional little padding right there is going to cover that front. So the back's going to have that little bit of padding. That's going to have that, right? So now that's pretty much double padded on the front. So in case it gets smacked on this, it's going to have more protection on the front. Most people are going to want to display a cassette with the front. If it's cracked, if the artwork and everything is all broken and beat up, they're not. So less protection on the back. Take that. Oh, looky there. 2.4 ounces. According to people on Facebook, it's actually 82 pounds. Gotta make sure you round out. 2 ounces, 27 bucks. I'm not too pressed about it. If it doesn't get there, or if it gets damaged, I'll eat that. I'll eat the 27 bucks, plus the label, plus the cost of the item, you know? Like, people just, they get so, like, oh, no, everything's got to be that way. I don't ship any media without being first class, blah, without insurance. Like, the odds of you needing to do any sort of refund for anything for shipping media and only doing the media mail, and the odds of on how much money you saved by not sending out Ground Advantage, what have you, to the amount of money that you have to at those points when you choose to insure. So anything that's going to be lower price, you're going to save $1,000 a year, and you're going to have to refund $50. But everyone's like, oh, I have to send it. Do what you want to do. I'm here to just kind of let you know, like, you don't have to do it that way, because if you're doing it for the insurance part of the aspect of it, you don't have to. The odds. If you want to see, I could show you, the refunds of 2, 3 of them, maybe. 40, 50 bucks. Purchase price and then the labels, right? So it's $60 out of 100,000 in physical media. 60 bucks. I mean, I'm just spitballing here, but if anybody's listening, I think you get the point. Nah, that's going. You do. I don't. It doesn't bother me, but it just. It's about saving money and keeping your costs down. I can get these envelopes for 8 to 10 cents a piece. Most of the time, they're going to be 18 to 20 cents online because the supply hut's down the road. When I realize that, I can get them cheaper. Yeah, now I buy 2,000 of those envelopes at a time, or what have you. All these other things that you could do to save yourself money for business relation. Yeah, do it. Just years of experience. Some people, I've got comments before, people are like, dude, you're, I don't know. They didn't say I was wrong. They're just like, dude, you're mean or agitated or aggressive, I think was one. I was like, how many times do you see like a college professor sit there and explain something to one student over and over and over and over again, and that one student doesn't want to pick it up, doesn't want to learn it, or isn't learning well because that person's stuck in their paradigm. They're like, well, no, my dad said not to do it like that, and well, you're much better than my dad, obviously, and you know more than he does, but my dad said, therefore, I'm not going to learn it the way on how you want to teach it. The world is stuck like that. The world is filled with little people content with where they are, not knowing the joy success can bring, no will to go that far. But would you be the person when challenged by the task to rise to heights you've never seen? Is that too much to ask? You know, people just want. Boom, boom. Actually, we'll put this out right there. Out right there. Let's put the more expensive ones in there. I'm thinking what I wanted in there. Band on the run. Yeah, being on multiple platforms, that does help. I messed that all up now, didn't I? £1, 1.1 ounce. So I can cut some stuff off of that to bring that down in the price for that. £1, 1 ounce. $8.83, right? So this can go media mail through pirate ship, and I add the $2, it'll be $6.60. So I'll save $2.40 by going through pirate ship with this. Now I can save a little more if I were to drop that weight down by just a little. But since that's the case, the scenario, the situation, there, now it's double boxed. That's going to change the weight, 1.2. 1.2 ounces and probably 6 by, I don't know. The cubic dimensions are not going to matter on media mail. That sucks that Dark Side of the Moon's not in there. So, four, 5, 4. Same thing. 5, 4, 4. 1 pound, 2 ounce. Insurance. So this is, oh, okay. 241.71 plus the, so I'm gonna insure this for $250. Might as well go higher than that. Might as well go to like 280 or whatever. 281. qualifies as media mail. And if I do have to claim any insurance, I get a few extra bucks out of it. Oh my God, you're kidding. So the only thing I don't like about pirate ship that you have to enter a certain minimum amount of sizes. Like there's boxes that are smaller than what. For the most part, it doesn't bother me. It says it's $8.22. First 100. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100 is $1. 200. So it's not three yet. It's still cheaper, not by much. And if it's going to be that, I might as well just in short for $298. I think all these pop-ups, even with the AdBlock Plus, I think all these constant pop-ups when people are trying to do stuff is probably the reason why I see plenty of broken computer monitors, because it's just they're doing something and then pop-up, and they just throw their keyboard at the TV or at the computer monitor. That's instigatory. It's like you're doing stuff that shouldn't be there. Just pissing people off. So, enough about that. Run. Add new payment method. I just did that the other day. So no, this is going to eBay. I'm not going to fuck with that. That's ridiculous. I just put a payment method in there the other day. Again, same one that I've been using for years. Oh, yeah. So this guy, actually, for anyone else still here, when he bought this $300, he's the same one who bought that Abbey Road, $300. This guy lives on Mulholland Drive in LA. I'm not going to give the exact address, but Mulholland Drive, 90077 is the zip code. Mulholland Drive. Yes. Out tonight. Reminds me of another thing on Facebook. Somebody posted that they sold like a tall hourglass, and it went to like Netflix or something. And so I posted like, oh yeah, not Netflix. It was going to a different show, a different something. And I posted, I'm like, oh, Netflix has bought a few things, or their prop people and so on and so forth. They bought a few things for me. So I post that up, and people are like, oh, well, you're leaving the buyer's personal information up in the screenshot. It's Netflix. It's a public company. You can type in right now, Netflix address, New York, and it's going to show you the exact same address. It's a public company. Well, eBay has rules against that. I'm reporting you. Fucking help yourself. It's a public company. They're not trying to stay private. Oh, I'm telling, fucking help yourself, man. Call the cops. They won't do shit. Netflix won't do anything. eBay won't do anything. Know your laws. Know policy. You don't have to be like super versed in it. The same thing me playing this. I kind of think is like this live might get dinged for the music, but these are transformative renditions of Pink Floyd. I might get dinged by the actual artists. It just means this video won't be monetized. I'm not worried about that. There are channels out there that explicitly play nothing but music. And they're not, well, they are demonetized. There's plenty of them I put in some of my my little description boxes. Hey, I was listening to this one, or listening to that one, or listening to that one. Just to kind of help spread networking. Social networking, social networks, right? You're one person with one bit of information and you share it with somebody else and they share it. That's all YouTube is. That's all this stuff is. Tech9. 3 ounces. So that's just weighing on a lot of stuff. For who's ever still listening, or whichever, or you're catching this on a whole different day. That's how my brain works, and I haven't been sent to jail. I haven't gotten a ticket. I haven't been sent to court for any of the stuff I've been doing for years. Because, it's called compliance. I'm doing things that I'm allowed to do. And until someone says, hey, man, you should probably stop doing that. And if I don't, what are the ramifications? Consequences, if you will. XYZ. All right. I don't want to deal with that, or I will deal with that. One of the two. And she's back. Yeah, I might do books a different way. I can't. I mean, I gotta get some of these books done. Four. Yeah, it's almost noon. Baby, come back! For any of those people wondering, this is a cover of a Pink Floyd song. Five ounces. Oh, I better make sure I make it 22 pounds so I round up. It smells like green apple. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those smoke vapes. So we're like, it smells like green apple. Jolly Rancher. For those of you wondering, yes, 90-something% of my eBay business is done right here on this couch. Got my media stuff that needs pictures right here in my other boxes. So when I'm getting pictures and I'm done, I go in that box, and then when I'm listing, it all goes right here on the table. I take my pictures right here on this table. I do my shipping on this table. It's all done right here. Not just for, most part. If it's like a larger item, I have to have someplace different for pictures, but everything's done right here. All right, I think that's the last song. If anybody's here is listening, I have 1,000 CDs listed. Pick a band, pick a genre, pick something, and I'll go grab something from one of these boxes and put it in. If not, then we're stuck with more cover Pink Floyd, some bluegrass rendition of the Eagles. Speaking of, bluegrass rendition of Hotel California, which I just sold that Hotel California sealed cassette for $60. This whole thing is filled with different CDs from the 60s. All the discs are good for the music, but each disc, about half of them, to me, are songs that I like. That's how they get you. One way or another. Nope, there's one more song on here. Who's that, Nancy Sinatra? One way or another, gonna get you, gonna run one way. No, or that was Boots. These boots are made for walking. That's what they're gonna do. One day these boots are gonna walk all over you. Boom, boom. That's Nancy Sinatra. Is there anyone? $30 Mary Kate Ashley Olsen used DVD. Need some information. Just the basic facts. Where it hurts. There is no pain you are receiving. The distant ships no hope on the horizon. You only come through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you say. When I was a child, I had fever. So these little envelopes right here, I think they're 8x6. 8x6. So when I bought these, they had the exterior measurement, not the interior measurement. So they're wrong size for DVDs and CDs, but they work great for books and 8-tracks and cassettes when I want to double count them. And if I had one that had 2 cassettes, let me finish this. Oh, 5 ounces is actually 922 pounds. I got to round up. No requests yet? Come on, people. Help me out. If not, I'll put that really, really bassy King Crimson in. And that thing gets bassy. It gets loud. Loud. Well, I mean, it's made on a Tascam Fostex CD player with the Sony Gold CDs and, yeah, some good quality equipment. It's loud. And the amp, in case, I mean, 4 people. So if you don't know, from pictures or my posts, of a Nakamichi amp and a nice Denon CD player. In these Sony Kevlar woofer speakers. Oh yeah, these 2, 1 buyer. Good, that's it. Lips. I can't feel what you say. So there is one more that came in earlier. All right, so that is those orders. An hour to get that. Well, you know, being that I'm streaming and answering and talking and stuff, but good timing. I'll put that King Crimson in since everybody asked. So this is a King Crimson live at Albany, Amherst, Fine Arts University of Buffalo, I believe, or Albany, or whichever it is. So this was a DSM 6PLL on a Fostex D5 CR300 CD recorder and stuff. So all of their audio equipment that they had at this university was going to be good. And this is, you know, these are on the gold CDRs. I believe it's the Kodak, or yeah, Kodak. I looked them up. I mean, these single new are still like 10, 15 bucks. So we're going to go 3 and 4. I don't know which one is which, though. So my next CD player buy is going to be one that holds like 100. Not that I have, you know, but I like to just be able to put 100 in. So if you don't know King Crimson, 21st Century Schizoid Man, that one. This is one that hits. He talks about like aliens and stuff. It's weird lyrics. I don't know how well you guys can hear it. Come on, let's talk about this. Oh, God, yeah, here. I'll separate my books, paperback and hardcover. Another CBD pen my wife got me. Little books.
Good evening. How are you tonight? You look beautiful. I wish I could see you. If there is someone down here
Videotaping. Well, I guess then, you know, you could. But then they would have been like VHSCs. I don't think, I mean, phones in 2001, I don't think they had cameras like that. I mean, I had the Sanyo 8200, a Nokia 5400 or whatever it was, an Ericsson. I think the Sanyo had like a real small camera. But if you're at a concert and you're recording, I mean, the screens on that thing they were like that. If you're recording, you're not going to make anything out. Oh, playback. And this one starts off quiet, but it gets loud. Loud. I think this was signed. No. Here it comes. This one's signed. Speaker port was blowing the back pressure air in my face. I have his cassette up there. There it goes. It gets loud. I think this is when he talks about aliens. When he actually starts talking. Yeah, you can see it. I got all that up there, this here, that there, and another box. Got an extra sound coming now. My neighbor's gonna come over and like, turn it down. I'm like, dude, it's set to below 1. That might be 1.5. That's like $30. 30. 4 amos. Look at a lot of those 90s cassettes. Seven minutes so far. Yeah, each of the CDs only have like 4 tracks, but each CD is like 60 minutes long because there are all these longer instrumental things. This is all part of the job too. You know, you have to sort stuff and take stickers off and all that. I do it every day. Well, pretty much. Mr. Hanky. just listed one of those too. Got another one. Well, the whole stream, well, not the whole, but the beginning part was just me going over basically how I package the CDs and DVDs and stuff. And then I was still going. It's like, man, I got to organize my books and the stuff I've got, and I have to organize and make it a better stack so I can take a stack, get pictures, and list. So to that, it was fairly busy past handful of days, but still breathing, still eating, still paying bills. I'm on this side of the earth today, not the other side. I'm above ground, and I'm jamming to this is a live from December 2001 at University of Buffalo. This is King Crimson on some gold CDs. And I played this electronic tribute to Pink Floyd earlier. Well, you can't read that, but because I got this in an estate sale the other day. I don't do that often, but when I do, it's usually with one I wanted. So I still have this box. These magazines. Well, that's a song book. The other ones are magazines on sailing. Another 15 books down there and a box that's full of books. This is stuff that weather got nice and I was gone. I was hitting stores and I wasn't really getting a lot of the stuff done. It's something about aliens or something. Well, thanks for popping in. This will most likely go to private, members private. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I've only got a couple of videos in like the private or in the members, and I haven't added anything since like last year. And if anybody wants to be a member, I try every once in a while. I mention like there's nothing really to it. You pay $1 and it's like cool, thanks. I don't make like extra special videos just for that. I just started it because YouTube was like, hey, you can start memberships. It's like, all right. So there's 2 tiers that cost the same of 99 cents. If that's the way on how people, and I mean, no, you or anyone else, you don't have to do membership. I don't care. It's an option that I activate. But right now I'm taking stickers off and organizing these books. And so I go paperback and the like, hardcover. Well, you can't see these stacks. hardcover without dust jacket, hardcover with dust jacket. So I'm not having to change categories or add hardcover DJ, and the next one is a paperback, and the next one is a hardcover, and the next one is a paperback, then a paperback, then a hardcover, and that way I keep the title the same, almost a lot of stuff in the title the same, and it's less work. The work is right here in sorting it. But I don't want to be listing on eBay all day, and I prefer to do this than to list on eBay, but this is a necessary evil. You have to do this. Well, no, I have to, but... Nice, that stack. That is, well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 22 books. Oh yeah, that magazine. And this one. I'm gonna go through. But those look like almost all but this one. Or a little paperback. No. Mighty Mackinac Bridge. Up in Lake Erie. Okay. So I don't have a lot of paperback books, which is weird. Some more little religious books. Yeah, it was odd to see you again. I actually told my wife when I got back. I was like, hey, you remember me saying that I ran into one of my viewers ran into me up at Savers? She's like, yeah, that was a while ago. I was like, we just ran into each other right down here on Cedar Road. I was like, that's your stopping grounds there. She's like, oh, you're getting famous. And I was like, no, you're famous. I know you. You're famous, man. No, I'm just the host, man. That's what she said. And I threw my box away that I would have my like DVDs and stuff in. I mean, I had this other box, but the other one was like that book box. It's like this. And it just the DVDs, but it was like this long, so like the whole thing. What? There was no special reason why I went to that one. It was just that's on transportation. So I'll go to transportation. The 2 stores in North Randall, the Habitat and the Thrift World. And then I'll go there and kind of cut around, come back up, and then go to Cedar, and then go to Mayfield, and then come back home. But I only found stuff in 2 stores. That one and the Thrift World. But I went to the Habitat primarily to kind of look for different bookshelf speakers. I mean, those do great. So that's just the Bose speakers, the little Bose Acoustimass. That's these. This is both. So yeah, I wasn't up there. I was just up there because that was the route and it was near, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time out and about. But I had the calendar, right? So when I go to stores, I'll just go back to my Google Calendar or my Google Maps timeline. Wherever I go, I'll write it down. So we're all the way right here, somewhere around here. 13th. My wife's birthday is that one. Tomorrow. She's going to be in a whole new decade tomorrow. But I haven't wrote anything down of late, so I'll just bring my phone up and it'll take me 3 minutes to write down where I was. And then I'm like, oh, when was the last time I was at transportation? The 25th. When did I go there? Probably within these days right here. 2 weeks. 2 weeks or more on almost all the stores. Rotate. Next. Almost. Oh man, I made it all to the back door. No. When I was a dumb young man. Video games, DVDs, CDs. I still have some DVDs, some more CDs. But they need to be organized, put in boxes so it's all in one spot. Now I put that box here, now I can't get out. Killing myself in the corner. It's a little better. Yeah. It's a little cleaner inside of that right there. Yeah, it should be 40. We'll be together 21 years in July, a couple days before my birthday is when we met. Yeah, and I am 7 years. 7 years, 8 months older than she is. Remember when she was 19. Got more of these like smoky things. These ones have screws, so they're easy to take out. Aluminum case, brass, copper. But this one leaks like crazy. I mean, mail should be coming around pretty soon. Usually here at 12:30 to 1 on Mondays.
Thank you so much.
Trying to think of. You probably go to the trash can. Yeah, I got to get up to the bike shop too. Go get a few other my last little bits of gear for my bike. Well, not for the bike. For me, I got to get some riding gloves, some riding shorts, another water bottle bracket, some water bottles, a good lock, a saddle bag with like roadside tools in case the tire punctures or something like that. A couple other things. Let's see if they have any actual like ideal. So I got these for biking because they have this tread on it, and then so I have the old shin scraper. Well, they're new pedals, but they're large platform like old shin scraper pedals, but they're new design. So they're a big platform, but they've got all those spikies on them. So with these, it's a soft rubber and it'll conform in that spike, but it's too loose. You want it to be firm. That way you're not lifting your toe up and losing pressure on the pedal, and then your foot slips. Because you don't want to have a biking accident in your late 40s with the very, very not so good insurance that I don't have. I mean, I have other insurances, but not like an all-out medical. Then I would bring the camera down, point it down so I can kind of show them how I get the pictures, but it's pretty basic. It's flat right there. Get the pictures of the books, the front, bottom edge, side edge, top edge, flip it over and get an angle this way. And it has the spine and the back. And then I'll open up to the copyright page. If any of those 2 pages have writing, I'll get a picture of that. You just pick a middle page, get a picture, and that's that. But books are 6 to 8 pictures, and CDs and DVDs are typically 2. And books take a little longer to kind of look up. But, I mean, even things like this. I just got one of those in Thompson, Madison, out this way. And just got one like a week ago. And I just got this one, another estate sale all the way up in Middleburg, where I was yesterday. And they're like $30. Old pipe fitters and pipe welders handbook. And the other one I have is a newer version. This one is the older one. This one is from 1955. I'm gonna throw this away. How's my coffee? Cool beans. I was about to ask if you saw my bike, and I was about to put it together. But it's a nice Univega, dual pro team, old 1990s. It's like a $2,700 bike back then. About $5,000 now. Very, very clean for its age. And I had somebody down in Medina do a lot of the parts and things like that and the work and stuff. A couple $100 in the different parts, tubes, tires, seat, chain, cables, hoses, all that. Brake pads. All right, well, have fun, do what you got to do. I'm surprised I had as many people come in as I did. Yeah, I'll go for about another 10 minutes, keep this about 2 hours. We can listen to this bass. Sounds like it's something in SimCity. SimCity 2000 to be exact. I have Ramsey, and I found your clip. You've been commenting on something. Yeah, it's something about a death pile. I was like, no, I mean, what you see down here is not a death pile. Well, it kind of is, but it's not. It's stuff I've got within the past week. And it was just here, just needed the time to get it done. Not on a death pile. But when it's nice out, and disc media or cassettes and stuff like that, it's real easy to get pictures, 2-3 pictures, boom, and it doesn't take a long time to narrow it down and find out its worth and then list it. I was saying, like, yeah, I'll get the easy stuff done first. So I'm a sucker for getting the easy work done first. And so he replied back, was like, yep, same problem here for him, as with a lot of resellers. But when you get to listing 100 books, I'm not going to get that many today. And the average book price is $40, $50, $40. So it's good to get that stuff done. I guess this is like a day in the life of me. Not really every day. But you know, you have to sort stuff. Take stickers off. Well, I do, take stickers off and sort. Pre-processing, if you will, or processing stuff. Make your stacks and then get ready to start getting pictures to get that stuff listed. It's all in a day in the life of reselling, doing these things. Huh, I just noticed this. I'm in here trying to find a couple CDs to put in that I can listen to as I'm getting pictures. Oh no, that's right. Because these two are better if I put them together. Oh no, I took them down. One's a tribute, right? And this is Keith Whitley. So I got this one, and this one's like $15. I figured I put it for like 25. That makes sense. You got Talking Heads. Hey now, dream is over. Hey now. Some Johnny Cash.
We were trying to see these two pieces of music together. I think this is perfect. Let's have some more. Next thing.
It sounds like, oh, what was the beginning of that sound like? Like it's bassy. Dream is over. Hey now. Not as bassy. Let's make sure that is that song. Oh. I have my screen playing right here. No, it's still gone. That's not it. None of those are those. I guess that is, hey, no. Hey, what's up, Bananarama? Sounds interesting. We're at 2 hours yet? Nope. Unless people have requests for me to do something or replace something, and this is going to get shut off in a couple minutes. Oh, look. More Crystal Gale. Something else sold. Celine Dion with another one that I'm about to send offers out. What was Talking Heads? Was that Don't you forget about me? No, don't you? Was that Talking Heads? Simple Minds? No, that's Simple Minds. Screaming Trees and all those other 80s were great, man. A lot of cocaine, but 80s were great. And a lot of times that's my listing day, my work day. I'll keep like 1 or 2 CDs in. I'll put a couple other ones that need listed or I just want to listen to or I have, and I'll just grab some from the box and just bring them down and put them, play 5 CDs between, after the video and that's done. I don't want to play music because I'm editing. And then for pictures and listening and stuff, I'll just play those CDs. And then when I'm done, I'm done. Almost sounds like, George Michael. Almost. Has like kind of that tone to it. Yeah, that's it. It's just me. Thanks, guys.